I am with two-time Olympic gold medalist, the PWHL MVP, and a member of the new and improved Toronto Sceptres. We finally have a name.
We have a name.
How does it feel? What are your first impressions of it?
It feels great. I mean, I think it was a long time coming. Fans wanted it. Us players wanted it too. But they really put a lot of time and effort into it. And I do love the Sceptres. I think it's powerful. It's strong. You know, you kind of feel like royalty as a Scepter. So, yeah, I feel good about it. And I think it'll be really neat to kind of bring that identity into the rink and have not only our team but our fans rally around it too.
I said that too. It sounds very strong and powerful as well. It's a good name, 100%. But how did it come about? Like, did you guys have a name or a say in picking the name?
We did not. Like, I did not know the name.
What?
Until, well, like yesterday.
Yeah.
I found out. And I still didn't know the other team names. So no, did not have a say in it. But I mean, thinking about it now, like, it makes sense because even like we have Queen Street here, Queen's Park. Like, there's so much history in that. And I think that I would have never guessed it, but I think, like, more I think about it, I'm like, wow, that makes total sense. And just, like, the strength and power and just, like, how royalty hold these scepters. And I think it's so cool.
I know. I was thinking about that, too, when I was looking at the hints of Queen Park and even the Queen that was the first drop as well on Instagram. And it just makes perfect sense as well. But so who picks it then if you guys don't have a say in it?
There's a whole team behind the scenes that worked tirelessly on these. We got debriefed by Amy Shearer. She kind of set it all out for us and told us how it kind of came about, the color schemes, kind of what it meant. And it was really cool to hear and to even like see the other team's logos. I'm like, wow, like it's so cool how they each embody each city they're from, right? And they kind of, I guess they had the time to also think about that and probably help to have a first year and kind of see what the fans wanted and kind of what resonated with them. So it's pretty cool. I'm royalty. Toronto royalty now.
No, seriously.
Self-branded.
And I like the logo as well. What do you think about the logo?
I like it. I think, like, when you see it kind of in action, like in our video, and it was like, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's super cool. I mean, it's powerful. It stands out there, and it feels like Toronto to me.
Yeah. And I like the incorporation of the T and the S as well. So if you could pick any name and logo in the world, like we gave you a pen and a paper, what did you have in the back of your mind, or what would you have picked?
Oh, boy.
There must have been some talks among you guys in the dressing room or something, you know?
Like, I think, like, when the hints came out, I was for sure, like, it should be Queens, you know? Like, you got the LA Queens. Like, why can't we be, like, the Queens and, like, you know, just have, like, such, like, an empowered, you know, name? But at the same time, like, I think at the beginning when we were joking, like, Toronto Towers or, like, Toronto Lady Leafs. Like, I don't know. There's, like, so many things you could think of, but I feel like this feels right.
So
what would you have named it?
I don't know. I wish I was more creative in that aspect, but I don't know. It's so tough to say. I was very happy that we didn't go back to, or the names that were leaked last year weren't the names for this one. Yeah. I just think that I don't know how they were leaked or what those names even, or where they even came from, but I don't know. I think they did a really good job on the ones that we have right now, and it looks like a lot of effort was put into it as well.
For sure. I love it. I love that we kept our same colors too and just added in some gold.
No, exactly.
Some jewels.
100%. What was your opinion on the names that got leaked last year? Or did you know right away that it wasn't going to be your name?
No, we didn't know. We didn't really know. We just heard, like, I guess they were trademarked and that's how they got leaked. But I like alliterative names, like where it's like TT or like I named my son Rory Redmond, so it's an RR, you know? Like, I like those type of names. But again, like, Torch didn't feel as like, what is that with Toronto, you know? Like, this feels way more Toronto-based to me, which is nice.
Do you have a favorite other than Toronto in the league right now?
Tough to say. Like, I quite like New York Sirens.
Yeah.
Like, their logo.
Bold.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. The colors are fun. Yeah, that's probably my other favorite one.
Name and logo or just logo?
Probably name and logo, yeah. Actually, I don't know. I just think the logo's so cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, Space Jam a bit.
Wait, yeah.
But, like, it's like it's like a fun, like, playful kind of logo that I'm like, wow.
No, it's a good one. I love Montreal's.
Yes.
And then logo-wise, the Frost. And it kind of reminds me of, we were saying it, The Impossibles, like the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
no, I like it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah, they're all pretty good. Like I like Boston's too. Like they're like when you read about the meaning behind each one, it becomes like, wow, that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the puzzles piecing together.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Like what did that picture really mean?
Yeah. So you were pretty active on social media when all of this was coming out. You seemed just as excited as most fans were, and like I was myself too. So what has the reaction been so far to seeing Toronto fans reacting to the new name and logo? Or have you had a chance to look? I know you've been super busy this morning.
Yeah, I haven't had much chance to look, but I looked quickly and it all seems super positive, and I was so surprised at the amount of people that actually tuned in to BT to watch and like were tagging me and things. So I was like, wow, like people were super invested in this and really wanted to know as much as I wanted to know. I did get one guess right in my guesses.
No, you didn't.
I got Minnesota right. And I guess they were like, how does she get that? And I'm like, that wouldn't seem more obvious to me, no? The Frost, but no, all the other ones I was way off, but at least I got one right.
Oh, absolutely. 1 out of 6, I'll take it.
Yeah.
No, that's so fun. Okay, well, that's really exciting for this year. I just feel like everything from the first year needed was just the names and the logo. Last year was such a Cinderella first season for you guys. It was everything we could have wanted and more. And now you have another piece as well, being able to play in the Coca-Cola Coliseum. What was your reaction to that? Because the fans in that building were extremely loud, and it just seems like the perfect place for you guys to be.
It does. I mean, I think mostly just so excited. When we got to play our games in there last year, it was such a great atmosphere, such a really cool building, really to be able to play in. But now to be able to have, you know, more fans come to all of our games, I'm sure the fans are happy about that too, to have more access to tickets. But for us, it's just a great building, and the atmosphere in there was great. Like I love when they wave the flags. Like the screen just gets like the fans so much more involved and on top of you. So I'm excited.
Do you have a favorite moment from last season at all? So many, right?
I know, there's so many. Like I think about like playing at Scotiabank Arena, like that was super special. But then also going to Montreal, like I've never been in a rink that loud before. Where like me and Blair looked at each other and were like, this cannot be okay for our ears. Like we're gonna need to go to the doctors after this. Like it was crazy how loud it was in there. So that was pretty cool, like just to be involved in that. And